What is up, guys? Evil Duos Arm here today, and today I have for you a video where we're going to be going over what a parse is. So a parse is something you hear people talk about in faction chat, you hear people talk about it in my Discord if you're in the Discord, or maybe you've seen pictures of them online where people are comparing DPSs and such. So what is a parse? Why should you do one? What do you do with it after you do it? What can you learn from a parse? All questions are going to get answered in this video right here. So first of all, how do you get to a parse? How do you do a parse? What is a parse? Well, a parse is fighting against the Sacred Lagani Turtle in the F12 menu, which is the Hongmoon Training Room, or General Moyun if you are a super high DPS character and you want a better representation of your DPS. You fight against the enemy with a higher health. But for most characters, most people, you're going to go to the F12 menu, Dungeon, you see Sacred Lagani down here, Long Guai. Click on him, click Partner, because it gives you a tank, so you don't have to tank the boss on your own as well. And you go ahead and click Start. So it's going to go and spawn in a Sacred Long Guai. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and fight the Sacred Long Guai until he is dead. So yeah, you just get right into it. He's going to aggro on you for his first 2 attacks. So make sure you save whatever you're going to use on him right there and dodge those 2 attacks. Then after that you can go ahead and freely DPS because your friend is going to take aggro. So after you've gone ahead and completed and killed off the boss here and eliminated him from existence, you're going to get a number up here in the top corner of your screen. It's going to have your character name and your DPS. So what you do is you drag that off up and over to the corner over here. Then you press F2 on your keyboard to bring up the character info menu. Drag that over to the right, to this point you see right here, and then hover over the DPS bar with your mouse. So that'll break up your damage, your DPS breakdown, and your different skills that you used to go ahead and complete your parse. What you do after that is you're going to press print screen or whatever screen capturing software that you have to make sure to take a screenshot here. So I'm using actually Shadow Play from NVIDIA. So if I hit Alt F1, I believe it is, it'll take a high quality screenshot of my screen. So that is your completed parse. What you're going to do with that is you're going to post that into your favorite sharing board. So you could post it into a Reddit group for your class. You could post it onto a forum or a different Blade and Soul forum to see what people think. Or you could even post it in my Discord, which the link will be in the description below, to go ahead and see what other characters think about your parse. So what are they going to say to you? Well, after you get past all the people that have their negative comments, and I'm sure there's going to be people saying negative comments about mine, but whatever. Basically, what people should do is they should advise you on different things to do to increase your DPS. So as far as gear, you could get recommendations on your next item that you should be going for your upgrades. For example, the next thing I should be looking at is trying to pick up my bracelet to increase my DPS substantially. Or you could get things on your rotation. So for example, someone might notice that I don't have enough Undertakers in my rotation because you see it on the right side over there, it tells you how many times you hit with that skill and your crit rate with it. So people could say, hey, you're not using Undertaker enough in your rotation, so you need to add more 4s into it. Or whatever skill it is, maybe your ratio is off on how many times you're pressing it, so somebody could advise you on that with more experience and tell you how to improve your DPS. So that's what you gain from a parse. The other thing is that it gives people a concrete idea of how much DPS you're going to do against a raid boss or against a regular boss or anything like that. It is a very good indication of your character's overall DPS. So why is that DPS indication important? It helps you get into a lot of different parties, you know? Like for Black Tower raids, for example, you might need a certain AP to get into it, or a certain DPS. And this is the only way to prove what your DPS is. Pulling something up in a regular dungeon fight, or BNS buddy, none of those are accurate representations of your true DPS. This is the only true representation of your unbuffed DPS. So anyway guys, I hope you find this video useful. I hope it gives you an idea on what a parse is and what to do with it. If you do go ahead and make one of these, feel free to post it in my Discord channel with the parses section. We got experienced players on all different classes that could advise you on the next steps for gearing your player. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.